Well, this is episode 28. This is our final episode of 2017. It's kind of hard to believe that we've done 28 episodes just back to back. This has been a good, like...
Was I on episode 1?
You were on episode 1.
Our original guest.
So we're out back here to 28.
It's come full circle.
Full circle.
Full circle, baby. 28 360. That voice you're hearing, if you're only listening to this right now, is the voice of the man, the myth, the legend. He goes by the name of Shoe Wolf. He was our first guest on the Kickback, and we are ending 2017 with his beautiful presence. The other voices that you hear, of course, to my right, Dano. On the far left, you got John Colombo. We are your three amigos that regularly do this. And I just want to start off by saying thank you for joining us throughout this year, 2017. Everybody that's tuned in, from our humble beginnings at the old office with our first set to where we are now. Going through the motions of just being on YouTube and SoundCloud. Now we're on Facebook Live, Hang Time, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, the whole thing. Like we're very thankful, that we've been able to do this week after week. We've had illustrious guests like yourself, and just really just getting the Kickback, no pun intended, and talk sneakers and just be like what we would do normally on a day-to-day basis, just talking shit, talking about what we like, what we hate, who's doing what. And for the viewers and the listeners to be receptive to that has been a wonderful thing. So I just wanted to start off by saying that.
Man, you're gonna make me cry, man.
Nah, for real, man. Thank you to you, John, for always getting the guests lined up and getting everybody like locked in and set week after week. Like,
you handle the talent, John?
I handle the talent.
He handles the talent.
Remember that
like,
one week?
for real.
No one.
That was K. K didn't show up. Well, shout out to K.
Oh man, Memphis in the building.
Style like Ghost.
Could have been. Ooh.
Did you just pee Swayze to do?
Man, it sounds.
He crushed me.
It got a little shady in here. I don't know. It's it is what it is.
He's the only one that goes here. It's okay.
Dano always coming correct, making sure that the edits are right, and producer Jack. And I guess you call him our DP, Frankie? DP, audio guy, technical director, making sure that the ones and twos are right with the switcher and getting the audio and everything squared away. So as a collective, thank you to all of you guys for doing what you do and really making this thing, what it is now.
Yeah.
Final episode, we want to talk about what'd you call it, our hoes and our nose, or
the episode, it's the Christmas episode.
It's the Christmas episode.
Obviously.
It's a holiday episode.
Yeah. We don't want to be
There's a big menorah over there.
We don't want to discriminate.
Over here.
Yeah, we can get it in here.
And a happy Kwanzaa to you too.
A joyous Kwanzaa.
So to be politically correct, I guess it's the holiday episode.
The holiday episode.
But I said it was the episode of the hoes and the woes of 2017.
The hoes and the woes of 2017, coined by the man Shoe Wolf.
I guess the hoes would be the positive side of things.
Absolutely.
And the woes would be
our hoes of 2017.
positivity.
Also, anybody that's listening or anybody that's on the live, I definitely encourage you to ask us some questions, chime in, say some shit. I also encourage producer Jack to let us know about those things. So we will, shots fired.
Wait, before I move on, I want to thank Caesar for everything that he brings to the show.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that.
And what
Thank
he's
you.
contributed to sneakering.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
The face
Just so that
of
didn't go
sneakering.
passed over.
Nah, all love, man. It's a collective, we all doing this together. We all make this shit pop, and it's a beautiful thing, man. Seriously, to think that like this started as an idea in your edit bay of like me, you, Jack, John, always just sitting in there talking about this shit. It's like, why don't we just do this once a week where we keep everything to ourselves, come together and talk about it, record it, and like make it a thing. So this is like, this is beautiful, man. 2018 is only gonna go up from here, like
Be about it.
everything is, we're in this beautiful new set and this beautiful new building, big things popping. Like it's really a great thing, man. So
Hell yeah.
I'm excited. This is gonna be a fun episode because there's a lot of shit that happened in 2017.
I think there's gonna be a lot of like,
yeah, there's a lot.
we just kind of like yes it or no it and move on because there's so many things on this list.
Some stuff is going. I know, like you feel very passionately about some of the things that are on the list.
Yeah, is there a list?
Yeah, I got a nice little list here that's like, we got some we got some reference material. We'll be able to use that screen to our advantage. And it's no particular order. I mean, some of this stuff does kind of go in order, I guess, but it's really just kind of running down whatever I saw that I thought really grabbed my attention. And if you have anything, we know you're very opinionated. You love you love this culture. You love what you do and what you contribute to it. So by all means, be as open and honest as possible. And if you got some stuff you want to talk about,
Yes,
by all means, let's just get this shit kicked off. Starting right away with Nike collaborating with Supreme on the Nike Air More Uptempo. My opinion with this, the Uptempo was incredibly, it was a well done shoe. I love the Nike Air More Uptempo because of my nostalgic, remembrance of it from being a child. What I will say that this did though was fucking deaded the Air More Uptempo to me completely.
Yeah, it started a chain.
It started this terrible trend
But
of
that just happened to be the first one that they decided to to launch.
Right.
But clearly, this was all in play.
Absolutely.
It's not like, oh, that worked. Let's do a bunch of other ones. Like, they were already moving on all that shit.
Well, think about if the pyramid was flipped. So they did the City Pack, they did the ATLs and the Shies, and those wouldn't have done anything. They wouldn't have had any noise. They wouldn't have made any noise had the Supreme one not dropped first.
True that.
And I think that it was executed well, but it just started this thing where it's like, okay, this worked really well. And like to your point, it probably was already in play for 2017. But it's like, well, this worked well. Let's just do all this other bullshit with it and just try and put words on the side of the shoe and see if it pops. It just beat it to death to me. And I think they came hard. I think it was 2016 where they were doing a lot of the retro OG colorways and they were doing new things with it, and it brought it back and it gave it this life again. And then 2017 it just went down the drain for me. That's my opinion. Yep. But this was incredible, man. And the way that they kind of rolled it out, where we saw Neymar in the gold ones for the first time, and we saw the.
Dude, I wanted those so bad.
Right.
Before we went to Agenda, I was like, okay, who do I have to talk to? I just want those to fucking have and wear there. I didn't get them to wear there, but
you ended up getting them.
I ended up getting a pair because they weren't ridiculous resale. So I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I love them. Yeah.
It's a nice shoe. I think they did a great job with the collab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, anything Supreme, as we've seen for the last few years, that shit's just
anything goes.
Yeah, they got so much clout. Literally, they can sell fools a fucking 80-cent brick and they'll go ape shit over it.
Helmets, motorbikes,
crowbars, fucking fire extinguishers, all
guitars.
kind of shit, man.
Did they have a guitar the other day?
Yeah, I saw somebody using a Fender.
Yeah, why not?
Goodness
Stratocaster.
gracious, man. I don't know. Uptempo for me was a ho. Everything after that, though, as far as the Uptempos go, and I will say the Dornbecker, the one the kid did for those, that was a good one too.
Yeah, those are always fun and wild, just because they get to do so much with them.
And the stories behind it, that's just really dope. This one I know you got a lot to say about. Air Jordan 3, Nike Air Max 1 Atmos Pack.
Actually, the first time we met, that's the day I got those.
Yeah.
You tried to snake them off.
Salty about
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the old.
He was like, "What's that over there?" Walked out the door.
11.5, that'll work.
Yeah, right. We make work. Let's make something
that
happen.
work.
Yeah, I finally got one of my grails this
I was
year,
gonna
for
say,
sure. Yeah, those Air Max ones were everything for me for a long time, and I couldn't get a pair. So thrilled to have a pair.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know you ended up getting both of y'all's pairs, right?
Yeah,
Your sets.
That was a strong pickup.
I won the Air Max at a blends raffle, but it was a 10.5. We had to trade our boy K. I had to meet up with K.
Style like
At
those.
round two.
I saw you that day too. I ran into you over there.
Remember I told you I don't go inside.
Yeah.
So I had to stand outside. I'm waiting for K. K pulls up. He goes inside to do business.
Didn't you make $20 on the deal somehow?
Come back out with. I'd let K keep it. Yeah,
Okay.
For the troubles, and it came with the limited laces and everything, and it was my size,
dude.
and it was cool.
Hell
So I was happy I
man.
got the Air Max. I ended up not really liking the Jordan too much.
Really?
You were stoked on them that day.
I was
So
stoked
they
on them
didn't-
that
they
day,
grew on
but
you
like,
differently.
yeah,
It faded for you.
the blue ice bottom shit. Like after a while, just kills it for me.
It's
You
too
know?
much.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm an old man. I didn't grow up with the blue ice on the
Yeah.
bottom of our shoes, I grew up on our shoes getting yellow, and that's that.
Understandable.
Little
Yeah.
character. You know, something your dad would say when you tell him, my shoes are getting yellow. It's character.
He's a character.
Rub some dirt on it.
He gives it, makes it your own. It's your own personal. I'm a fan of the blue outsole. I think it adds to it, in my opinion. Just because, I mean, it's not the same color as the check on the Air Max, but it kind of like, it brings the two together with the pack, in my personal opinion.
And the blue starts to fade after a while.
It does.
It will, yeah. I haven't worn
does.
them much, but the green Nike Air on the back is what sells that whole shirt for me.
It was
That's
cool,
just so wild.
the color on the inside of the tongue and
Yeah.
the safari instead of the cement. You know,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
It was
Most
definitely
definitely.
cool.
And then all the way down to the little like the tips of the laces, all the details on that.
Doesn't the outsole of the Air Max 1 have a Jumpman logo under it?
Yeah, man, which is super weird.
Just the ones that came in the pack.
In the
Yeah,
pack,
in the
right,
pack.
yeah, not the ones that
'cause
release
there was a solo
individually.
release and
Yeah.
of the shoe that
Yeah.
didn't have.
Surprisingly, I get more wear out of these than other things that I hold as
The threes?
grails. Both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wears them both a lot.
I got definitely rock the shit out of those and don't have a problem wearing them.
Yeah.
And they both wear really well too.
And this was kind of like not your intro, but this was what really kind of like
That was
sparked.
that was the start of this year's, like,
Right.
the explosion
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
shit.
Intake of sneakers.
Yeah, there was a big
Yeah, I saw
intake
you
that
guys. You went
spawned
ape
off
shit
that.
after that.
What did you say?
He did, dude.
It was the spark of something big.
It was definitely a spark of
Yeah,
something.
because this was where you kind of built your rapport with the connects and started to
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like
This was the-
mingle a bit.
Exactly.
That started the whole thing with the plug.
Yeah.
I remember being super nervous about it too, because I was like, oh, is this gonna work? Is this gonna happen? You know what I
Right.
mean? The alley, the whole thing. And then it went down.
It was
No
a
problem.
crash course into the like the
Bam.
game, man.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's
for real.
sensitive, but there's always this one note of harmony that makes everything work called money.
Yep.
So that's a shout out
Little
to
C
the shout out
notes.
to the Connect. Shout out to Connects. That's definitely host.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
but see, obviously, yeah, money makes anybody sing, but it's also like when you build a rapport with certain people and you are a genuine person, you have that connection outside
Yeah,
of
the
just
rapport
like
is money.
it is, but no, like say
There's certain things that
No, I'm messing
that
with you
will.
guys. There's
There's certain stuff
There's
where
relationships.
Yeah.
There's
absolutely
being
relationships.
good people. Shout out,
Yeah.
shout out good people helping good people. Riff LA.
Riff, you already know.
You know, speaking,
Yeah, that goes a
speaking
long
of
way.
good people. Yeah, there goes exactly. It goes
There's
a
been
long
people
way.
that have helped
That's why I
out.
only fuck with Riff.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you like, why won't you go inside round two? And as I told you why, I fuck with Riff. That's why. You know, more power to Sean Witherspoon and everything he's done in his stores and all, you know, everything and everything he's created behind his name this year, and you know, his beautiful kid and all that stuff. But there's loyalty.
Yeah.
There's relationships.
Yep.
There's rapport. There's, you know.
Dude, real quick, one of my favorite moments of the year was you at the raffle out back for the Witherspoons.
Oh,
And when they were handing out these vegan burritos, and they even sold out of those. And so you're walking around going like, you want got a burrito for sale? And he goes, VNDS, okay. On that burrito. That shit was hilarious.
you're right. I was okay with it. Somebody if they had taken a bite and they were like, you know, it was unwrapped, he had smelled it, whatever. I was, you know, VNDS.
That was hilarious.
9.5 out of 10.
Right.
You know, what's up with that burrito?
Using the eBay
But then
terminology for
I
a
turned around and
burrito.
somebody handed me like a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich. I was asking for burritos and then I was like, you know, and I was more interested in winning the fucking free shoe.
Yeah, no shit.
So I put this Neapolitan ice cream sandwich in my pocket. And like half an hour later, I'm walking out to with a reseller, because anybody who got that fucking shoe is a reseller. 5 seconds later, he's, you know, motherfuckers are out front like 1,300,
Not me,
1,400,
son.
900, 600, not you. And I was very happy that you had won that day.
I was
I was
so
like,
thrilled.
Yeah, that made me like okay with everything that John had won the fucking shoe, and it was his size, and he was gonna get to wear it.
Yeah.
He had to pay
It's so
anything.
crazy when you get your size
You know?
too in that situation when there's such a limited amount
Yeah.
that you're
So I had
pulling
the
from.
ice cream sandwich.
Legitimately too.
Ice cream
Like,
sandwich
that's
in the
crazy.
pocket still. Threw it away, chasing some guy out front. He won 3 pairs. This guy. He had four people. He had his family there. It was funny. It was B Swoops on Instagram. I don't know if you guys know him. He's up north and down here. He's a hustler. But anyways, he had 2 kids, you know, wifey and himself, and 3 out of 4 won.
That's crazy.
You know, and he got a 12.5, which ended up being like a 14 once you put it on. But whatever. You know, and he was stoked on like getting one of the 2 12.5s, and he got a size 9 and a 10.5. I wanted the 10.5 because I knew I could trade somebody. You know, and he was out front, and we were talking out back, and he was like, you know, I'll give you like 500, 600. You know, fuck it. You know, the holidays are coming up. You see some kids, you got the kids out there working. You know, they're jugging. You want to, you know, give them something. You got out front, 900. You know, price went up quick. You know, and I was like, you know, hesitant. Some Asian cats ran up. Asian cat's like, how much? He's like, 1,800. And I was like, oh, I'm getting the deal, you know. But I passed on him, and then before he left town, I ended up linking up with him, and we worked something out, and I got the 9. And I saw that Dom was about to cut up a size 11. You know, shout out to the shoe surgeon, phenomenal year. We're going to talk about that guy in a second. Anyways, to make a long ass story short, he was about to cut up an 11, and I was like, don't, you know, I'm coming over, let's trade. He doesn't give a fuck what size it is, he's going to cut it up, you know. So
It's just art to him.
I got the size 11, and I'm like, great, all I need is this 12. And all along, John's telling me, I think that 11 will fit you. They run a size big, you know?
Like a full size.
Yeah.
Damn.
Meanwhile, I'm crying on Instagram, I need a fucking 11, you know, Sean.
And every time you cry, I'm like DMing you like, try it on.
He's like, have you tried it on? You know, I'm like, no, I haven't fucking tried it on. You know? And, you know, once I accepted that I wasn't going to get a 12 too easily, and that I saw one at like some store for like $1,300, I was like, fuck this shit. I was like, I'm going to take out the inner sole. I put it on without taking out the sole, and it fit like a 12.
All this time,
John was right.
All you had to do was put your foot in it.
You got to put your foot in it.
Yeah. But anyways, just put your foot in it. Wear your shoes.
Hey, facts.
Yeah, you know what to tell me.
Facts. Let's talk about the like the raffle systems and the like Nike sneaker stash spots and all that went down this year.
They did some like yesterday too. They did stash spots for the Gatorades.
Oh, the Gatorade.
Yeah,
Which, by the way,
like 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
They
Really?
yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, in
That's ill.
7-Elevens,
Yeah.
but then they also did,
Where else do you pick up a Gatorade?
no doubt.
You know?
That's
Exactly,
Totally,
yeah.
yeah.
Like that, I associate.
Yeah.
Quick
I
Trip is
associate
actually where we
Gatorade with
picked up
7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Easily.
They did, what did they do? Yeah, shout out to my boy, Phil, who hit me about that was going off. In like 4 cities they did that.
Yeah, I got from the Nike, no, it was Nike Sneakers app. It gave me a little notification. I clicked on it and they had like certain apparel was in one city, certain shoe. I don't know. Actually, I didn't see if the shoes were available yet, but
Yeah,
they had
the
like,
orange ones were
the
available
orange
here.
one? Okay, yeah. And then they
Yep,
gave you
LA.
like the 360 view of where you could see around, like what was around the certain 7-Eleven and all that.
Oh,
and then
wow.
once you got in that location, you could use your phone to check out and shit like that.
But
so it's pretty dope.
they did, speaking of those, the Gatorades, they opened up a new Foot Locker at Hollywood and Highland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they're
And so they did their like
limited
opening
amount
party
of
the night
pairs.
before, but then the next day, they just let off those early.
Yeah, surprise.
The Gatorades, they popped them
And a
off.
refrigerator too, right?
At Hollywood Highland, I think so, yeah.
Refrigerators.
That's dope.
Damn.
That's a good touch.
That's
I was
it.
gonna go, but then I was like, I'm not buying anything for myself right now. Like it's.
I wasn't,
I'd
wild,
get
I
Berlin
wasn't
limes.
wild about the colorways. They're
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
either. Honestly,
The
I wanted
colorways are
the
crazy.
Yeah.
lemon lime joint because
Yeah,
it's kind of
lemon limes.
voltish.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
It's-
why I was
it's
like,
very voltish.
It's very
the
voltish.
Gatorade
Very
logo.
volt.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Gatorade logo's crazy on the bottom.
We've seen Volt. It's been around.
Yeah.
You know, but all the other flavors of the Gatorade, I can't pull it off, and I can't see myself, like you said, spending money right now on a pair of shoes that I'm not going to really wear or rock the hype. I spoke to somebody, I don't know if it was you, who knows, I speak to a lot of people about shoes. The Gatorade 6s.
I don't think it was us.
I was speaking to Kenny, the perfect pair, on Sunday. The Gatorade 6s, they're like super plush.
The green, the NRG, or the other one?
No, not the green one.
Okay.
The white
The
one.
white and orange.
The white
That
with the
one.
orange or whatever.
Yeah.
Here's
Quality's
like
up.
shattered backboard quality. Like the
Damn.
leather's super tumbled and soft, and quality's on point.
I haven't seen it in person.
It might be a new pair of sixes to get.
No shit.
I haven't
Damn.
bought a pair of sixes in a while, and got a couple connects to get them for discount. You know,
They look good.
sitting on the shelf.
Seeing them close like that, the
yeah,
leather
okay,
looks
you
nice.
See, you see the leather,
The white,
white,
does,
yeah.
like you see it.
Yeah.
To me, they remind me of
Fucking
Carmine
Gatorade
Sixes.
Yeah, for
bottle on
sure.
the tongue. These guys
It
are
does.
good.
That looks hilarious.
Oh shit!
It's the
It just connect. Yeah.
That's ill. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
that
it.
just came together.
We're gonna go
for
buy
me.
some sixes later. Shout out to the
Damn.
discount people.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Shit sits. Shout out to Jordan sitting on the shelves again.
Yo,
I'm okay
let's
with
talk
it.
about it. That's something that I don't remember. It's been
It's been a minute.
like 9 years since that's been a thing.
It's been a minute since the crowd was herded into fucking doing something else than what they wanted to do.
Speak on it.
Whatever.
I think it's a testament to one, the shift of what people are wearing, but also how many pairs Jordan Brand is just putting out to the public on just like general releases now, and if they want to call them quick strikes, whatever it is, Jordan Brand is just trying to put the numbers on the board, and I think that's a part of why we see a lot of these shoes going to outlets and going to the sale racks
They had a lot of magnificent ideas all of a sudden.
all of a sudden.
This year.
Yeah.
They brought back, I mean, it's unheard of. Undefeated 4 is being reproduced for release, or the M&M's Super
Encore.
Limited,
Yep.
the Encore 4, and so on and so forth. Like, they're really reaching out and bringing it back and doing some crazy shit, and I like it, because it's giving us some dope sneakers to
Yeah.
wear. 2017 was a year of maturing out of the hype.
That's a good way to put it.
It was crazy how quickly I was entranced by, let's just say that the Adidas just coming in and just taking over everybody's mentality. Like literally, like nobody can tell me that I don't give a fuck if you're hashtag Nike boys now. Like I'm not gonna talk about a couple people, but they were fucking all up in the Adidas. Like they were living the 3-stripe life, and me too. And I ended up realizing how much I didn't like it at all, but I'd love to wear them to work. You come to when I was on the food truck free range, any NMD
NMDs, yeah, yep.
my fucked up Yeezys, I'm wearing them because they're great to stand up and work with. So shout out to Adidas for making some great work shoes. I have 18 pairs of Adidas that aren't Yeezys. I have 6 pairs of Yeezys that are Adidas. So that's a 24 pair of Adidas, and I have 18 pairs I want to get rid of. And the other 6 I'm gonna sell, in a group of Yeezys, and get rid of them.
Is it
Hashtag Nike boys.
Hashtag Nike
Is it
boys.
specific to going back to like your loyalty for Nike, or
It's not about a loyalty. It's about what I was used to, what I was raised on, like the nostalgia of. Okay,
How do you think you got sucked into the hype, though?
Being a fucking sheep, just being another fucking follower.
wolf.
And,
We're having another therapy session. This is available.
you guys got a pillow for my head over there? Jesus.
yeah, we got you.
Just being
shit,
part of the
split.
hype and the trend, and and I talked about this on I've been doing a few podcasts with this guy who does Adidas. He films Adidas commercials, and he's intertwined with like Adidas and Nike running and all this shit. We were doing some podcasts, and we were talking about hashtag pants options limited for your new Adidas. Not everybody could pull it off.
Right.
These runners, these
Yep.
we need to see your ankles, bro. I need to see your ankles. The jogger needs to be tight, or you look like a fucking buffoon. For the most part.
There's one coming to my head right now.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a lot. It's not even like we're not here to like bully people. We're not gonna point fingers. You know what I mean? Like, to each his own. Like, I've looked like an idiot in a few pairs of sneakers because it's like you just shouldn't do it. You know, if it's not you.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
a lot of people change their entire. God, the lights are falling. God, no. A lot of people change their entire like style, their whole swag, like, their whole kit. You know, their whole getting clean. It's like you weren't getting clean. Now you're getting like it's. Adidas at the end of the day ended up being a fashion accessory. Is what it is. It's part of a lifestyle. It's part of a, their branding is deep. It's an amazing company. The fucking 3 stripes are out there. Cool, man. It's just not for me. And it's like I was lying to myself when I copped any pairs of NMDs or Boosts, It's like, yo, I need these in my repertoire. Like, yo, those fucking shoes sit away from all my Nikes and all my Jordans, and they sit on the other side of the room. Like, there's
No
clothes
love.
on top of them.
Bastard child.
Yeah, and when I go to get dressed, I don't look in that corner. It is what it is. So
I feel you.
I mean, that's what's up. But hey, man, they're fucking killing it.
Yep.
They're
And the
killing
comfort
it.
level too, man. It goes, like you said, you weren't standing up all day at work, when you were in the truck. There's something to say. That Boost technology, man, all
It's
hype
amazing.
aside, that shit is incredible.
It's amazing.
Yep.
If you tell me I got to go on a hike tomorrow, throw a pair of Boosts on or some NMDs and we're out.
NMD trails and your money.
Yeah.
Straight up.
But,
Yeah, they definitely, that wave was pretty crazy because I remember just going to Melrose, we were shooting something out there, and every kid that you saw walking by was wearing Yeezys or Ultra Boosts or NMDs. And it got so...
I just don't understand why.
It just became such a thing that it's like, you couldn't even look at somebody. Like back in the day, you would be able to look at somebody and be like, he knows what the fuck is up. Now you look at people and it's just like...
There's a perfect example of this. Right in the beginning, this will be quick. Right in the beginning of 2017, I for some odd reason or another, I pop up at Travis Scott's house like at 2 or 3 in the morning, right? And I walk in, he's got boxes. He's got boxes of fucking shoes everywhere. Like you could tell, this shit's from Oregon,
Yep.
Like shit from Memphis or whatever. You could tell the seal, and I walk in wearing a fucking pair of NMDs, and I look at the feet, and I look around me, my man Easy's in there. Jordans and Nikes everywhere. I felt like a bitch. I felt
like a little bitch right now.
yeah, like a little bitch. Right, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I was like, even had to put on the sweats to match the fucking boot. It was like, and I walk in and my man's in them is just, hashtag Nike boys.
And said it, Nike boys,
honestly,
we don't
that's
do
when
3
it-
stripes.
That's when it first hit me. Like, did I really do all that to do all this? And you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
It was a wake-up call, kind of.
It was a little bit of a wake-up call. It was a little weird.
Damn.
But it is what it is. I'm just here to be honest. I mean, it was fucking...
We've all fallen
Whatever.
victim to certain things that we aren't proud of at some point in time, and that just happened to be yours. And it was a strong wave that you hopped on. It wasn't for...
I had to buy a pair.
Oh yeah, you got the
I had to buy a
bait
pair just to see what it was all
EQTs.
about.
That's like your
And it was
only pair
through-
of Adidas, though, right?
No, I have a pair of ZX Fluxes.
only
that I
pair of
like.
boosts.
Yeah, only pair of boots that I
Yeah.
have. I have a pair of ZX Fluxes that I like. Those like Prisma colored ones.
So there's 2 pairs of Adidas in your collection.
That's 2. Strong 2.
Strong too.
I got a few free ones from like my boys at Foot Action, a couple pairs, wore them on the truck. They're good.
Yeah.
It's a great functional shoe. But myself being a 43-year-old who grew up, out here on the West Coast and paying attention to so much sneaker culture growing up, it just, Adidas was like, Run DMC in them, the shell toes. And that's about as far as it went for a long time.
Yep.
Or maybe the sandals. Like, who didn't have a fucking pair of Adidas sandals?
yeah.
In the hood when I was younger, I might have had like 20 pair of Adidas sandals,
Yeah.
like the hard slip-on.
Yeah, the
Because they were
Adidas.
at Ross,
Yeah.
It's like, everybody had a pair of Adidas. Like, that's as close as the 3 stripes was to like, being in rotation. You know,
You still had the high Nike socks on too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. So it was just it was, you know, being a creature of habit and falling victim to trend and hype. You know.
Yeah.
Are you a Cortez guy at all?
Love Cortez.
So like they spent a lot of time celebrating the Cortez this year.
Yes, that was a huge thing for them.
Yeah, I tried to
this
get
year.
you to that event that didn't work out too well.
Oh shit, that's right.
And I didn't even leave the house.
Pizza joint.
Because he was unsure. I was like, I'm not even leaving the house. So this guy's like, sure. You know? I was like,
I
I'm not
barely got
coming.
in.
He's like, get over here. I'm like, I'm not coming. He's like, I can't even get you in. I was like, all right.
Yeah, they did a strong push for the Cortez early in
I
the
barely
year.
got in. He like knew the security chick or something.
Oh yeah, because we tried to
from
get you in with
some
Jack's
old thing.
Jack's name.
Yeah.
And then they
No,
asked for
yeah,
ID.
let's see the
shit
ID, and I was like, that's gonna be a problem.
I totally forgot about that. Because I think I had told you to sign up before, and then
Yeah,
you went
fucked
in
up.
and didn't do it. It
Yeah.
was too late or some shit like that. All the spots were gone.
Yeah, I remember copping Cortez back, you know, the Slauson.
Yeah.
You know, for the crazy colorways or the different material placements, and
Right.
I definitely.
And then just your background in general, just your heritage and all that. That was a big thing
Right, like
for
you
your
were saying.
culture.
yeah,
you know?
for the Mexican side of my
Yeah.
culture and heritage. Yeah, definitely growing up around Mexicans, essays, you know, gangsters.
Yeah. I didn't want to
Is
say
it fucked up
but
that I got
straight
this little
up. Straight up.
pinata? Because I thought about it, and
No,
I was like,
it
is he gonna
fits-
think this is a
It
dickhead
fits
move?
great. What Irish Christmas related fucking thing were you gonna pull up?
I don't
with?
know. There's probably a fucking 6-pack and a potato back there if you want it.
There's a little bottle of Jameson back
Did you
there.
say 6-pack of potatoes?
Six-pack of
and a
potato. Oh, I thought you said a 6-pack of potato too. I was
That's an
like,
Irish 7-course meal right there, my friend.
Wow, this guy.
I'm Italian. I got a lot of those loaded up if you want.
Yeah,
you briefly, you touched on Travis Scott earlier and the Nike boys thing. Travis and Nike actually shut down La Brea for Air Max Day 2017, which was
You were there for that,
fucking
right?
incredible.
sure.
I went to see to that one.
Yeah, I couldn't get in
Speaking
because
of
my
Nike
neck was
events,
all
I went
fucked
to
up.
Jesus to that one. I went as a 6-foot-tall black guy. And got into that
That's
one.
why we thought the
that was
Cortez
great.
one was going to work, because you went as me.
I was like Dwayne McMurray. I was like the McMurray. I
It
think
can pull
you
it
can
off.
work
It
that
might
right
work.
now.
Yeah.
Just don't spell it wrong.
I'm McMurray. Yeah, I just dig in.
It's me, Dwayne McMurray.
So yeah, for Air Max Day 2017, Nike came hard with the Vapor Max. They did the Nike Sneak Easy. That was also when they unveiled the winner of the Nike Revolutionairs Contest that they did, where they gave 12 individuals the opportunity to design a Nike Air Max sneaker that would be the shoe for Nike Air Max Day 2018. We all know now that Sean Wotherspoon won the popularity contest.
Absolutely.
But this was something that, like, I wish I could have been a part of it. I was fucked up at the time and couldn't actually make it out there.
Man, it was great.
But
It was great. It was great, dude.
but no, just seeing it, it looked like such an incredible thing.
Look at
Just
that.
to literally shut down La Brea, like,
On a Saturday night.
for those that don't live in Los Angeles or don't know, like, shutting down La Brea on a weekend, like
This is
Saturday
a-
night
this is
to
a
do a
main
concert
street right there.
in the middle of the street, like, Nike, y'all got clout for that shit.
Yeah,
like,
it
there's
was,
no
It's like fucking Coachella.
straight up, yeah.
The production value was
Coachella,
out of
Burning
control.
Man.
I had to leave though. Like during the Travis Scott thing, I was getting an anxiety attack. I couldn't handle like all the kids and all the shit. And
Dude, they were hanging off of anything. They were on rooftops. Everywhere. It was nuts, dude.
I didn't want to get my
insane.
shoes stepped on. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. But it was cool.
That was wild. And shout out to, it was in the back of Undefeated, right? That they did the Sneak Easy. Or is
I
it-
mean,
It was
kinda, but it wasn't their space. It was-
Adjacent.
Got it.
Adjacent.
But that was cool, man, to see, and for them to really come hard. But Vapor Max, this is, I mean, before we even get into it, this is my shoe of 2017.
Can we
Wholeheartedly.
Nice.
I know this isn't part of the year in review,
No, by all
What?
means.
but since we were talking about the Cortez, the Kendrick tease today,
Yeah, that's just now,
his
yeah.
Cortez, like if-
Damn, don't trip.
Those are
don't
dope.
trip.
Man,
So now that should,
Cortez Kenny.
those look fire. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I
gonna
like it.
Fuck somebody up for those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are, you know, there's
Now,
gonna be, you know, there's
the
gonna
other
be.
one's gonna be blue, right?
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The other one's gonna be blue.
Yeah.
I got those Reeboks that he did, the split one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a
The
great
other
pair.
one has to be blue.
Yeah.
Like for everything he's
This
been doing.
makes more sense for Kendrick Lamar. The Reebok thing was cool, it was classic. I know they making a push, but this makes sense.
Because the wider version of this photo, you just see a white sock. Like he's
doesn't have
shoeless
the other
on the
shoe
left
on.
foot. And I'm like, all right, he's definitely just not revealing the blue.
No, that's gonna be.
With the little,
That's tough.
What do you think that says down there in the little Kung Fu Kenny down there?
It says Kung Fu Kenny.
Does it? No.
Why not? Why we could make up all kinds of shit.
Yeah, don't nobody know. Any of our
It says Compton
our
in
Japanese or Chinese viewers right now, can we get a translation, please?
Amazing.
Maybe if it says Compton in Chinese, that's fire.
That's fine.
That'd be
Hey,
crazy.
anything is possible, man. You never know. Or it might just say "don't trip" in Chinese.
Nah, I don't. Nah,
You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't it.
I can't read Chinese, but I know that does not.
I can't read it, but you're wrong. Yeah, man. Nike's making a push. I mean, it's not making a push. Obviously, Nike is a fucking beast.
Hashtag Nike boys.
But that back and forth battle with them and Adidas, they made sure that their presence was felt in 2017. They did a lot of stuff with the Don C. I know this is Jordan brand, but it's still under the umbrella, doing the like the Mother's Day thing. You went to that actually, right? Where they did the what exactly was that? Because
that
it
was the
wasn't like
first Stash Spot thing.
Stash
too.
Spot, okay.
But the actual like release that they had the next day, that was at
There's a pop-up on 9th.
RSVP pop-up or something, whatever that was.
Word.
Yeah, that was dope.
You
Yeah.
got flowers and everything.
Yeah, you got flowers.
Yeah,
little
you had
pins,
mentioned something
things.
earlier today about like all the collaborations that Nike did with like Oeli May and all the individual collabs they did this year.
Yeah, and they
managed-
did pop-ups for those.
for each one of those, yeah.
With themes, and it was wild, man.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
to Lady May's thing, her pop-up as well, and that was cool.
Yeah, you
Like,
burned the place down, right?
Yeah, that was fucked up, man. As soon as I walked in there, I was like, I went there, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go like find her and get her contact and try and shoot something with her, do something, whatever. And I see her, we start talking, and it's like, it's built out like inside the Undefeated pop-up looking like sauce and swap meat. And talking to her for a second, and then all of a sudden, like, I start choking, and she starts choking, and then everyone is coughing in the place, but you can't see anything. It was
Billy
like an
Kimber?
electrical fire that happened in there. Like the music went out, so the DJ equipment like fried something, and all of a sudden, like everyone in the place is just like running outside, and then
Shit.
they like stopped the host. So that pretty much killed any conversation I was having.
Got smoky.
It got smoky. So
Damn. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to pull up just some of the other collabs they did. The satin ones.
Yeah.
We got a first glimpse of those. What was it? Agenda
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That was a great shoot that they did. The
that was the Royal.
royal ones that we
Yeah.
saw. Breads came first, or
Breads came first.
I think I
and
like
then
the Royals.
The
more.
Royals look better
Yeah.
with the satin for some reason
Yeah,
to me.
I totally agree.
I will say this though, that's
It makes
really
me sad how crazy the toe box crumbles.
That's what I just
Yeah.
you took the words
Have
out of
you
my
seen
mouth.
them like really bad?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's sad.
it's
Like, it's to be
instant.
expected. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's-
is
it's
fucking
right,
instant.
Yeah, then you see that picture. It's right away.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. Like I have the Lily May joints. I wore them like in here, and they were fucking creased out. Instant.
Damn. Yeah,
Satin, bro.
that's. I mean,
Is
it's
no
Satin
joke.
toe box.
it's to be expected.
Satin toe box. No, but the hue on the blue, that swoosh and the satin blue.
Yeah.
It was a great shade of blue.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
No, absolutely.
It's awesome.
Look like some
The hue
crushed
on the
velvet.
blue.
The hue
Yeah.
on the blue. What else happened this year? Let's see. Adidas Futurecraft 4D. We still don't know too much about that. They did a couple releases where they did. It was like 300 pairs or something like that with the 3D printing on the sole. That's going to be more of 2018.
They look pretty cool.
They look cool. We saw a couple pairs. We saw some at Urban Necessities. That was the first pair, and they looked real stiff. It looked like they
they
hadn't figured
really
it out
stiff.
just yet. Like even putting, obviously body weight is going to be different, but just putting your hand in there, it wasn't much like give to it. So you can tell they're still
With
kind of
that
working the
V2.
kinks out with that. Yeah, the V2 looked very like plush. It
Flexible.
looked, yeah. That one. So the original ones were triple black, and they just look stiff. But those actually look.
That's a nice shoe.
Yeah, it looks dope, man. They took the Ultra Boost upper, took the cage off, and then put it on top of the 3D printed midsole.
That's crazy. The detail.
Right.
Back here.
And they have some that are supposed to be dropping in 2018. It's not that silhouette.
So does
it's
the air go all the way through that?
all the way through?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is that bends a lot. Like, it's mad flexible. It's like no other
Yeah, you
technology
can
you've
twist.
ever seen.
Those
like,
you can, kind of
Yeah.
twist, and it really gives.
It's all like interwebbed.
yeah.
Yep. So it's all 3D printed like that, which is pretty sick. So it's cool to see them pushing the envelope. Obviously they came correct with the Boost technology, and now they're still trying to progress even further with 3D printed midsole. So it's exciting to see where they go with that. This year, the world was also introduced to Big Baller brand with the Triple B ZO2s.
You love them.
Fuck off.
You know what? Fucking with the Big Baller brands?
No.
Never lost.
Never lost. Okay. When he says you love them.
Why are we even showing these ones? These ones didn't even come out.
Well, that's.
It doesn't matter.
They don't matter. That's what we got introduced.
It doesn't matter. Thank you. Doesn't fucking matter what you put up there.
The ones that he drew in 45 minutes.
I don't fuck with it in the sense of like, no, I'm not gonna cop them. No, I'm not gonna buy it. Like, I'm not gonna wear them. No.
You're not gonna wear those poor man Kobe's?
There's no reason.
No.
I mean, I think we heard that Jay-Z bought like 3 pairs or something like to support or whatever.
Yep.
What I do fuck with is Big Baller brand. And and the balls.
Oh,
In
yeah,
general.
yeah,
Those
yeah.
guys are fucking. They knew what they were doing. The dad knew what he was doing
LeVar
all
knew it.
along.
Yeah.
You know what did Trump call him? Modern day.
I don't know what Trump said. I don't pay attention to that character.
What do you call him? What's that guy? Modern day Don King. A cheap version of Don King with no hair.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
I didn't hear that.
Shots fired.
That's fucked.
Fuck Trump. I mean,
Yeah, we already know.
anything Trump is like.
No, I do respect the hustle of LeVar, and I just watched him and the other 2 boys on the Breakfast Club the other day, and he's a character, but he knows what the fuck he's doing. And
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. Him and his brother kind of running the brand, and when he sits down and he talks, and he's not being a spectacle and not just trying to be loud and abrasive, like he really he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about, and it's a little off-putting because of the way that he presents it. But in the sense of like, taking it back, and it's a family-run business. He's making sure his boys are set. He's never one to push them in any direction. He lets them, do what they want to do, but he also gives them guidance. And he said straight up, like, I'm gonna let you.
Jack, can we zoom in on his mouth?
Please don't. We don't need those problems.
Shout out to anybody who's getting it and makes that face, because
No, wait.
man, that's
Zoom out and can you Photoshop the Don King hair? Are you that good? 'Cause you're pretty good over there.
Not that quick.
That quick. Well, let's do it for the exit shot. You got a few minutes.
we got to close the show out strong.
Man, but yeah, we got the introduction to Big Baller Brand. Slam magazine got behind them heavy with that one, because I remember we were doing the news at that time and trying to make some points, and they was not having it. And then we later saw that they were the ones that unveiled the whole project. But yeah, man, it's Big Baller Brand. Respect the hustle. Prices are a little outrageous. $400-something for a shoe, $900 for an autograph by Lonzo. Like that stuff, that was like.
Well, he's not producing like 1 million units, so there's cost is through the.
Well, they were producing as
Exactly.
many as they sold.
So there was a pre-order, and they didn't ship until November 24th.
Who's their consultant?
And
Blur?
the pre-orders went out in March, if that gives you any idea. So they had from March to November.
Antisocial baller brand move, huh?
Hey, I mean, it's kind of, they probably got the same drop ship. You never know. But yeah, Triple B made they noise in 2017.
Absolutely.
Lonzo Ball was wearing everything but the shoes, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know the terms of the contract.
Shit, when he first started playing, he big with the Sounder Boys.
Yeah.
He was, yep.
Shout out to Fran.
Yeah, shout out to Fran Relations and the boys
down
over there.
entrance with the Sounder Boys.
He wore Kobe's last night to pay respect.
Rightfully so.
Saw that.
But yeah, that was kind of like his go-to shoe for 2017.
Dom did for
I
I
did.
did see those.
Did he wear those on court?
He played in them.
I fucking thought so.
Wow, I didn't know he played in them.
ADs.
Yeah, shout
on
out to the
court.
shoe surgeon. That's a
Just nuts.
flex.
Like, there was a lot of like hot shit on court last night. Like there was those weird Adidas that just popped up that looked like the old like throwback to the Crazy Eight.
The Crazy Eights, yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the like with the boost situation on
I
them,
saw that.
those are interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
In terms of Adidas
good.
basketball
Yeah,
and what
for
they're
sure.
doing.
For the Kobe heads. Definitely.
Yeah, man, I had a fucking, speaking of Kobe, I had a missed opportunity tonight, and I didn't even think about it until we sat here talking about shit. I got a pair of Kobe 6 Grinches from Shoe Wolf when I was still living in Kansas City. And this was before like the plug, the Connect came together. And I wanted to wear those tonight, and I just completely fucking spaced it. And it's the Christmas episode. Like, I dropped the ball, man.
Go to Shoe Surgeon's Instagram.
Speaking of ball,
All puns intended. Yeah, those the ones the Shoe Surgeon did was
Everybody asks me,
incredible.
not everybody, but people constantly do ask me,
Yeah.
what's up with the Gucci Air Force Air Jordan 1s we're doing? Mm-hmm. And the guy's busy.
you think?
Yeah,
no shit.
This guy is fucking busy, you know?
Yeah.
I used to just hit him up, and he told me the other day he's hit up his assistant, you know?
Damn, he hit you with the hit my assistant.
No.
So Lonzo played in these last
Not
night?
Lonzo. Yeah,
Kyle
Kuzma.
Oh, okay.
See, Kuzma Kyle,
Uh-huh. Got it.
in honor of
Damn.
So I'm saying this guy's busy. this didn't happen overnight.
No, not at all.
This guy, is planning on this. This guy's.
He's securing the bag, man.
A
That's,
well-oiled machine.
yes.
Sir. I'm glad he turned down the offer from Nike and the offer from Adidas a couple times because he didn't need them. You know.
Yeah, shout out to the eBay thing he did for the fire.
Well,
I got to see those
That's
in
really
person.
cool.
On
And those were
foot.
really fucking sweet shoes.
Yeah.
Like for an eBay themed shoe, like
yeah,
it
when I
was
go
so good.
visit him, I see the wildest shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Dom hit me up to come through to the school when they were doing the
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
the Yeezy school, and one of the students was wearing those, and I was like, God damn, like
Jeez.
sick as fuck in person,
Hell yeah, I can only imagine.
sick as fuck.
And it's
And it went to
often
charity?
like, yeah, and it went
Sick.
to charity. And his craftsmanship is often imitated, never duplicated. We saw some people that wanted to be first to do the Supreme LV denim, stuff and all that. And like, you can be first, but it's not always gonna be the best. So
Speaking of the Supreme LV denim, I saw a crazy piece on the shelves the other day. I can't talk about for somebody we all know, but crazy. He's like, put your phone away.
damn, it's like that.
He's like, stop. Take a picture of these, not that.
Yeah, he got the rollout strategically planned for that one. Yes, hey, I mean, 2017 was a good year for the shoe surgeon. It's hard to
Definitely,
it's hard to knock the hustle with that as well.
rightfully so.
The man is very, I don't want to say sensitive about his craft. He's very passionate about his craft, and he's rightfully so. You see him doing things like this. You see him doing big numbers, and I can understand why somebody would be very passionate about that. So can't hate the man for understanding his art and knowing his worth. Like that's
Yep.
really what it comes down to.
Shout out to
Amazing.
Dom.
It's an amazing craft.
Yep,
Fucking A.
most
It's
definitely.
an amazing skill set.
Dude, there's so much we
Dude,
we don't
there's
have time
so
for this.
much, man. Like,
So we could just do, you could do like a speed round.
yeah, speed round. I mean, shit.
Speed around the next 5.
One thing I don't want to sit and talk about a bunch is the 10. I don't want
Yeah,
to
we
talk
gotta
about
mention
spent
it
a lot
though.
of
We
time.
gotta
gotta
mention it, yeah.
We gotta mention the Off-White Air Jordan 10 and the Off-White Air Jordan 1 was crowned Shoe of the Year for 2017. It's
Fuck that whole release.
either way it goes, whether you love it or not. That it did what it did. They're doing more 2018.
Did what it
which-
did. It's gonna keep doing it.
and it's gonna keep doing the exact
Yeah,
same
and
It's
thing.
the
I know
which-
longest,
that
it's the
immediately
longest
fight
release
variants.
ever. It
Yeah.
started 4 months before it ended in other countries and pop-ups. You still couldn't get a fucking pair.
True.
You know?
That, oh my God, that whole rollout on the app too, that was a fucking nightmare.
But
So yeah,
anyways,
the 10 did what it did. Virgil, you did your thing. It's whatever.
Oh, Virgil's killing it.
That was like,
the
yeah.
release was shit though.
Yes.
Shoes.
And we talked about it a number of times. That was the first time that somebody had 10 shoes, 10 different silhouettes drop at one time. That's a feat in itself. You can't.
It's not
like,
at one time. It took 4 months.
Well, you know.
if we get
Don't
technical,
give me
yes.
that shit. It took forever.
We get technical, but they did on the app. They did drop them all at once. The actual release,
yeah,
whatever.
and how did that go?
5, 6 people got him.
Yeah, right.
You know who,
Oh man.
who says he doesn't get anything but got everything? Gary from Dunk Exchange. He's the first one going for a 15.
Yeah.
You know, clicking. He's like, I'll take the 15. Fuck this shit. You know, it's his size. Of course, he'll take it. Scored on the cause.
Yep.
He scored on a few other things. But anyways, shout out to Gary.
Says he doesn't get anything but gets everything.
Yeah, I think he was complaining about the pigeons
Yeah.
because his size was 1,500 on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And he put, you know, of course you're gonna fucking screenshot, put it up. Fuck this shit. I can't get my size. Blah blah. Blah. You know, 3 weeks later, I got the cause though.
He did get the pigeons too, though. He got left.
No,
from the
eventually.
skate
Yeah, eventually he got him. But the release, he didn't have him there.
Yeah.
But
Cause.
shout out to Gary and Dunk Exchange.
Yeah, Duncan Shane's one of our most recent guests. The Cause Jordan 4 capsule collection, the grays dropped. John, you were able to secure a pair of those. The blacks dropped. Did anybody get those? The most recent black drop?
I did not. It said I did.
You got the lowercase L. You didn't get the,
Yeah, I didn't
the
get the
capital
big
L.
L. You know, I was in. But, you know, at least they sent out the email the next day.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
no, seriously. That was
Yeah.
the nicest L I ever took.
Yeah.
Was on the Cause One site. You know, the
Yep.
most organized shit you actually got through. You know,
Which
put in
didn't happen on the
information,
grays. That
You know, and then they hit you
Yeah,
the
the
next
Grays, they
day
got
with the L and
the
the
Reaper
W.
was
you
on
know?
there.
yeah.
And they were really nice about it. They were like, sorry, man. We tried. I know it didn't work out. Let's talk later.
That was that.
You
That was
know?
the second one of the year. That was like a big hitter that slid into the lap pretty smooth. You were able to take advantage of that.
Shout out to the Alley Connect.
Something that popped off this year, but we haven't really seen much from it. ASAP Rocky signed with Under Armour. I don't know if that just like it made noise for a couple weeks and then
got
nothing.
that.
I feel the
really,
same
like-
way I do about
He
the
got a
future
check
craft.
and he was like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You know, my man got the bag. He's
Right.
busy. We'll see some shit 2018, 2019.
probably so. Okay. DJ Khaled got his own Air Jordan 3 with the Grateful 3s that never actually made a real release. They did like some kind of raffle around the time of his album dropping. Certain people were supposed to get a pair. Don't know if they did.
I like 'em.
It was seeded out to his
Yeah.
homies,
Oh, yeah, those
friends,
are
and
crazy.
family. They look fucking
It
immaculate.
aggravates me knowing how many people I know that have them. Out of the very small amount that were made,
Yep.
I know a whole bunch of people that got them.
Yeah, it's
And I'm
So
just
doesn't it
like,
make you question how many were actually made when you see some type of shit like that?
I don't know, because I didn't see that many posting about it. It just like a handful of the people that did post, I knew.
You were,
Yeah.
you were in your
And
circle.
The best.
So I got to get all my feelings about it.
They look fucking. They look
best.
really good.
Yeah.
They look really good. Something I know you were excited about. Reebok's DMX Runner made a return to celebrate his
yeah.
20th anniversary.
Got 3 pairs.
3 pairs.
Yeah.
2 of them I
stuck.
was with you when you ordered them
Your
upstairs. You
voice
got
cracked them big. Let's see this.
Yeah.
Let's see this thing. Let's do it.
this is it's very Danny. It's
Oh,
got his like.
this is one of my favorite shoes of all
Yeah.
time. Like you're saying, your friend earlier, he's like, I got the pair that's like, this is what's special to me as a kid, and then he had like a pair of like whatever new joints. This was my like favorite pair of shoes as a kid.
Shout out Clark
A
Kent.
lot of build up here.
we running low on time
Yeah,
now. You
he's
wanna?
like, I didn't even get a photo.
Damn.
He actually got an email from Reebok, like, are you sure?
This year marked the 20th anniversary of the Air Max 97. I know we can pull that up because they came correct with that. We had the Silver Bullets, we had the Gold Gangs, we had the fucking
Swarovski crystals.
the fucking Swarovski crystals.
Yeah, because those were the main ones. What are you talking about?
do you
Did
mean?
you get those?
No,
Okay.
no, I didn't get any
The
97s
last one we're
this
going to
year.
mention.
I got 97 hybrids.
The undefeateds.
The undefeated white, black, and olives.
Danny got a giant uppercase L on
Oh
there.
my god.
He got a
The
big
biggest
stamped
fucking
L.
A violent L.
He got
Get
over
that.
the
Violent
It
L.
was a very threatening L.
Yeah, 97s came hard this year.
So we're going to tie in ComplexCon talk really quick.
I mean, we
Yeah,
can. That's right.
97.
That's right next to a ComplexCon. The olives.
Crazy.
Too much.
Craziest shit ever. Shout out to the security guards just taking payoffs to let anybody in the front of the line continuously.
No shit.
And if you fucking bring it up to them, they're like, who?
Yep.
What dude?
I don't know what you're talking
What
about.
$100 bill? I mean, a couple of them made a couple stacks, and I'm not hating. I just stood there quietly and waited my fucking turn, you know? And it was crazy what happened at the Undefeated booth.
Notice no one from Undefeated was there.
At the Undefeated booth?
Yeah.
The next day, everybody from Undefeated was there.
Oh, really? See, I didn't
Yeah, it
go
was
anywhere
fucked,
near
dude.
it day 2. I
I
saw
don't
the
wanna
gates.
talk about
Yeah, I
life
fucking
streams again.
saw. You never see
We already
Freddie,
know.
old school Fred Lozano he used to be the manager of La Brea when they were across the street. Years ago, 8, 9 years ago, like Freddie's been around. He was like handing out the fucking wristbands, like acting crazy. I was like, yo, Freddie, he was like, you know? I just kept walking. I was like, ooh, okay.
Damn. Yeah, ComplexCon releases were bugging, but
That was a fucking
I see you
nightmare.
got a pair. I know you didn't get them at ComplexCon,
shout out to
but
the Alley.
Shout out to the Alley
Jordan
boys.
Shout out to the Alley.
Alley boys.
Hashtag Alley Boys.
The Jordan ones that Dano has on his feet right now were ComplexCon release. There was
I got
also
a pair of retail
You got a
from
pair?
there.
Nice.
The first day.
Bait
Fuck
and Reebok did the Stranger Things drop. Asics had a drop. There was so much shit that popped
Yeah.
up
The
there,
best
man.
was, so both days I had like a regular band from Agenda and I wasn't able to get in early. Or I wasn't supposed to be able to get in early. But the first day I like kind of swooped in and made something happen and I got blessed. And you were there with me and we got to kind
Yeah.
of walk in early. And then
We look innocent.
the second day, I had no such luck. And then I linked up with Wolf. I called you because you were like, yeah, if you have any trouble, call me. I was like, no doubt. Had trouble, called, and he gave me something else to kind of push through. And
The food truck wristband.
the food
bro.
truck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
so
have,
he,
we have the early access.
yeah, so he walked me to
Yeah.
the back, and
The
I got
earliest
to
of
make
access.
some moves. And I made up some bullshit of why I was there.
I got a few people in that way.
Hell yeah. All
So
right,
tell him
man.
you're doing a food truck collab.
Yeah.
We got our 2-minute marks. We got to hit the lightning round. Just a couple more things. Nike Air Zoom Generation retros for the first time.
Yeah, nay.
Pretty cool. Whatever. I mean, the LeBron joints that first drop.
Early? No, this is side conversation.
Oh, okay.
That's
Pardon
normal.
me.
And that's what you do in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The Nike SB Dunk Low Black Pigeon. We kind of talked about that a little bit. That
Shout out
was
to Jeff.
Yeah, that was a hose.
God damn.
Shit. All right. Wrap that shit up, B. We got the
Come on now.
Yeezy Boost 700 Wave Runner, which kind of sparked the clunky shoe trend, the Balenciagas, the fucking all that shit. That's a fucking
wavy.
That's no, I'm
Shit's
fucking.
wavy.
I'm getting fucking pitted in that shit. I'm not catching that wave. Odell Beckham Jr. signed the biggest sneaker deal in NFL history. I don't have the number on exactly how much that was, and we already talked about it. But Off-White Jordan 1s were named Shoe of the Year. It was a fucking heavy year. We didn't get to touch on everything. I mean, everything
at
on our
all.
list, but like not
Yeah.
everything that happened as a collective. Fucking Jesus and Mero got their own shoes. There's all kind of shit that popped off,
Yeah.
man. But all in all, 2017, outside of sneaker culture was a dumpster fire, but within the culture, I think, a lot of good shit happened in 2017.
Hell yeah.
man. A lot of woes, a lot of ho-ho-hos. It was a good year. Real quick, if we can get it, your favorite shoe of the year.
Fuck, just one?
Just one. Doesn't have to be an individual shoe, silhouette, whatever it is.
That's fucked up.
Atmos Air Max 1.
Boom. Wolf.
He asked you a question.
No, he just said your name, bro.
Oh, man. I don't, man, you can't do that to me right
All right.
One.
now. I really like the Sail Air Jordan 1, the all white.
Damn it.
The sales. Yeah. That was yours?
No, I caught those for Sasha, and that was like a really, really fire.
It's a really
quality
great
pair.
shoe.
Yeah.
Quality.
Who knows? These Gatorade 6s might be my shoe of the year when I go cop them.
Okay.
I heard they're really, I love
Materials
6s,
on
you know?
the, yeah. Word. John?
I mean, I hate to be like that guy, but I'll say my cause 4s just because they're super flexy. But I've only worn them a couple times,
Yeah.
and they're kind of sketch to walk
Not
around
your
in.
Witherspoons? That probably, if I had it, if I had it, that's probably the
Quality-wise, of everything that I got
Yeah.
this year,
Those look
that was the
nuts.
best quality.
Oh, yeah.
What, the Witherspoons?
Yeah.
For me, it's the Vapor Max.
a good
Fucking
I'm
B-Trues, the
surprised and happy.
Platinums, yeah, the Triple Blacks. Like, Vapor Max, it works well with my fucking long-ass feet. Like, it's just a shoe that I love, and I'm glad you introduced me to them when you did your ID pair. That was how I really got the first glance.
At the Speakeasy.
Yep. Speakeasy.
Sneakeasy.
Sneakeasy, that's right.
Sneakeasy.
Sneaky beaky.
Not easy.
All right, 2017 was a good year. Thank you, boys, for joining us.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you for making this what it is, man. Kickback 2017 sparked this. This was our birth year, so it's only, we can only keep it going from here. Thank you to the viewers, the listeners, for tuning in week after week, coming to just sit down and have a good conversation with us. Thank you to all of our guests. Shoe Wolf, our first and last guest in 2017.
Thank you for having me.
I love that we can make that a full circle like that,
Thank you guys.
Hell yeah. And to all of you, happy holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate, non-discriminatory over here. We want to make sure that you are blessed, happy, healthy, spend time with your family, your friends, your loved ones. And we will see you next year, 2018, for the Kickback. For John Colombo, for Shoe Wolf, and for Dano, I'm your boy Steezus. We will see you next year. Peace out.
Later.
Jack's on the beat.